In this chapter, you will learn how to fill out the motion to modify child support form. Look on the bottom left-hand corner of the form for CSX 202. Whenever you are asking the court to change a court order, you must file a motion. A motion is a legal way to tell the court what you want the court to do or to decide. When you file a motion, you must also file an affidavit explaining why you are asking for what you want. We will go through the affidavit in Chapter 3. Let's start filling out the motion to modify child support. Every court document called a pleading has something called a caption, as shown on the screen. The caption includes the parties' names, the county where the case is filed, judicial district, court file number, and the case type. The caption for a court case always stays the same. For example, if you are the respondent, you will always be the respondent. It does not matter if you are the person filing the motion. The same is true if you are the petitioner. You will always be the petitioner. Begin completing the caption by filling out the county and judicial district where the case is filed. Then fill out the court file number and list the child support as the case type. If your child support order is from a divorce decree, then you can check the box for in re the marriage of at the top of the caption. If you were never married to the other party, these are still the correct forms to use, just don't check the box. Next, fill in the names of the petitioner and respondent. In our example, petitioner is Wilma Flintstone. However, since the last time the parties were in court, Wilma has remarried and is now known as Wilma Revel. If your name or the other party's name is changed, you can fill in the name from the caption of the current child support and then write NKA, which stands for now known as, followed by the current name. In our example, the respondent and the person filing this motion to modify is Fred Flintstone. Be sure to review your current child support order to add any other parties, such as the county attorney's office. In expedited processes, also called ex pro cases, the county attorney's office would always be involved. In our example, the Blue Earth County Attorney's Office is the intervener. The next section of the motion is the notice to the other parties on the case. There are spaces for information about the other parent and the county attorney's office. Start by filling in the full name and address of the other party. If you do not have an address for the other party and do not have a way of finding out their address, then you may leave this blank. As mentioned in the first chapter, you will need to fill out more forms and get permission from a judicial officer to have the county child support office serve the papers on the other party. This will be discussed more in Chapter 3. The second space is for the county attorney's office. You can address it to the county attorney's office. You do not need to name a specific person. In our example, it is the Blue Earth County Attorney's Office, and their office is at the Blue Earth County Justice Center. This information should be in your child support order. You can also call the child support office or the county attorney's office. On the bottom half of the form, fill out where the hearing will take place. Keep in mind that the hearing may be in person or may be held remotely. You will need to call court administration in the county where your case is filed to get a hearing date and time and find out if it will be in person or remote. Contact information for court administration in each county is available on the Minnesota Judicial Branch website at www.mncourts.gov. Click on Find Courts and then select your county. As explained at the beginning of this chapter, a motion is the legal way for you to make a request to the court and tell the judicial officer what you want. For a motion to modify child support, you must tell the judicial officer what court order you want to change. Start by filling in the date of the current child support order. There are many different options in a motion to modify child support. Carefully review the options and check the box or boxes for what you are asking the court to do. You can choose to increase or decrease child support, child care support, or arrearage payments, or to have medical support issues addressed. In our example, Fred is asking for a few changes. He wants to decrease his basic child support due to his recent unemployment, and he no longer has insurance coverage available for the child, so he wants the other parent to provide coverage. He is also asking that he be granted the tax exemption for the child in odd years. If you are unsure of what to ask for in your motion, it is a good idea to get legal advice. In this section, notice is given to the other party about their rights and responsibilities for responding to your motion to modify child support. There is also a section called Settlement. This tells the other parties who to contact if they are interested in trying to come to an agreement with you. Fill in your name and a telephone number where you can be reached. Keep in mind that the county attorney will need to approve any agreement that you and the other party reach. On the last page of your motion, fill in your name, address, telephone number, and email address, and sign and date the form after reading through the acknowledgement section. This is the end of Chapter 2. Click on Chapter 3 to learn how to fill out the affidavit and support a motion to modify child support.